Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making my healthy homemade hamburger patties. I love my burgers. I love burgers. Who doesn't love burgers, right? I've been making my own homemade burger patties for the probably past year. And I've never, even when I'm out at a restaurant or something, I never order burgers because nothing compares to homemade burger patties. And I know what's in my burger patties, and it's healthy and clean and lean and still delicious. I'm gonna be showing you how I make my burger patties, and I'll be showing you how I eat them too. It's still gonna be delicious. Seriously, more delicious than at the restaurant, and they're easy to make, so simple. Like most of my recipes, they're so simple to make. You do need a little bit more of ingredients for this, but trust me, it'll be worth it. And what I do is I make like a whole bunch and then I freeze them because it does take quite a bit of time. You know, the recipe is simple, but it does take quite a bit of time to make. It's so delicious, seriously. Just keep watching. For these homemade lean healthy burger patties, you will need ground beef, of course. This is lean ground beef from Costco, and of course if you can get extra lean, you know, even better. But this is about 6 pounds, I believe. I like to make a whole bunch, like the whole tray, because I like to freeze my burgers because it's kind of tedious making, you know, these burger patties. So I like to make a lot and then put it in the freezer and save it. So you don't have to, you know, use 6 pounds. You can do like 2 pounds or 1 pound or whatever. So just kind of like ratio it out. But then let's see. So then I like to add white onion. So this is 1 whole white onion. You can, you know, add it or not if you don't like onions, but I find it adds flavor. And then you will need 3 eggs. And so like if you're gonna do, you know, 2 pounds or whatever, you only need like 1 egg, right? So there's that. And then garlic, garlic, of course. So I just minced some garlic here, and I'm not gonna use all of that. I'm just gonna use maybe like 2 tablespoons or something. And then you need this I'm not even gonna try to say it. Worcestershire, whatever sauce. That you'll need about 6 tablespoons of this, and then some ground pepper, black pepper, and then you'll need some breadcrumbs. So I'm using panko breadcrumbs just because this is what I had on hand. You can use any breadcrumbs. I'm gonna do 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs, and then that's about it. I like to, I don't know, you don't have to do this, but I like to kind of make a hole in the middle and just put everything in and then mix it. So I'm gonna do onions. Well, I'll just sprinkle this all around. No waste. And then for the garlic, I'm just gonna do like, I love garlic, right? So I'm gonna do like, I don't know, that much. It's probably like 3 tablespoons. And then the breadcrumbs, of course, sprinkle that all around. Just kind of like that. And then the eggs. 1, 2, 3. 6 tablespoons of this Worcestershire sauce, whatever. 1. Oops. Hi, baby. 2. 3. 4. Okay. 5. And 6. Okay, and then some salt and pepper. Okay, babe. My little helpers here. So as much as you want, really. I like a lot of flavor, I like a lot of pepper. And now we're gonna mix it all up. So this is like the most grossest part. I hate doing this. So if you can get somebody else to do it, like your boyfriend or husband or whatever, then get them to do it. But usually we have those like disposable gloves, but somehow I can't find them. So bare hands it is. Just make sure your hands are clean, washed. But then if you're the only one who's eating it, then, you know, who cares, right? So just mix it all up. Give it a really good mix. Really useful is that if you have one of these, like we always make burgers at home, like homemade patties, as you can tell. So I invested in one of these. This was like really cheap. It was like under $5, and it's just like a hamburger patty maker. I'm sure you guys all seen this, but it's really, really convenient. And I will show you like our little process. What we do is we use a scale, and we usually do about 150 grams of the beef. So there you have it, and you kind of roll into a ball, and then you put it in there, and I'll show you how easy it is. You just like zoop, and perfectly made buns. Yes, right? And then I wrap it up. I'll try to do it with one hand. This is usually my job. So I kind of, here, can you hold this? I just like, you can use like wax paper or parchment paper or whatever, but this, I don't have it on hand, so I just use saran wrap. And then just kind of wrap it up like that. And there you have it. Like perfectly made, you know, hamburger patties. So we're just going to do the rest. Continue doing the rest here. And then I'll show you afterwards. So we are done, and it made 19 patties of 150 grams each, and then it made one gigantic one. This is a little bit left over, so I added to like a big humongous one. So this is the Papa Bear, and then the rest, there's 19 patties. And I'm going to leave maybe 4 out for tomorrow or tonight, and I'm gonna freeze the rest. Once I freeze them, you can take them out of, you know, the freezer and just let it defrost a little bit, or you can even cook it while it's frozen actually. So it's very convenient to have. When it's time to eat the burger, I just take one out, and sometimes I just like to squish it a little bit more to flatten it a bit, because once the burger cooks, like the beef is cooked, it'll kind of like compact itself. I don't know how to say it, like kind of like shrink up. So I like to flatten it a little bit, because I don't like, you know, like a little ass thick ass burger. So that's what I do. And then I'm going to spray it with the cooking spray that I always use, and wait till it gets a little bit more hot, and then I'm gonna unwrap her and put her in. And it's so fast on the Foreman grill, like seriously, I think it's about 4 minutes or so. If you know, because beef, I like mine like not too cooked and not really like medium rare, but you know what I mean, right? Like medium-ish kind of. And you can totally like barbecue it, grill it. You can fry it, pan fry it. I always used to pan fry it too. It tastes better, but it just takes longer, and it kind of like leaves that black burnt coating, which I don't like. And plus the Foreman grill kind of like, you know, kind of drips out all the oil, the excess oil that you don't really want in your body, right? So I'm going to do this with one hand and let it do its magic. In about, I'd say 4 minutes or so, and it's pretty much done. And I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, mommy's making it right now. The kids love it too. So it should be done. I'm just gonna open it so it doesn't cook anymore, and just kind of let it cool down a bit. Put it on a piece of paper towel just so it can absorb, you know, the extra, any excess oil it has. And while it's still kind of hot, I'm going to, first of all, try to do this with one hand. I'm gonna sprinkle some, some shredded cheese on there so it'll kind of melt with the heat onto there. I don't want too much cheese because, you know, I'm trying to watch my figure. So just a little, like a little layer, so it'll form into a nice little layer when it melts. There's that. I like to put on my burgers are some white onion, or yellow, Cheese, of course. I usually have the block cheese that I cut, but I only have the shredded cheese on hand, so I'm just going to sprinkle some on top, which is even better because you can kind of control how much you put on top. And then iceberg lettuce, of course. And then I like to add a pineapple ring to it. So delicious. Trust me. I actually copied it from, I think, Red Robin. They have a burger called Bonsai Burger, and it has pineapple in it. Oh, it's so good. Of course, you know, usual relish, mustard, ketchup. I usually have no sugar added ketchup, but not right now, of course. You know, when I decide to make a video, I don't have it on hand. So I just use like a little bit of ketchup, of regular ketchup, because it's really high in sugar. And then pickles. And then usually I have tomato too, but I don't have it today. What else? And that's about it. Oh, and of course, hamburger buns too, if you would like. But I will show you what I usually do. Sometimes I just eat it bunless, like just wrapped in the lettuce. So, but usually I love my bread, I love my carbs, and I will show you how I keep it real and still have my carbs. But yeah, usually I do whole wheat, but they only had white on hand last night, so I just got white, which is okay, you know, everything in moderation, right? Whole wheat just has more fiber and it's a little bit better for you, but whatever, you know, you work with what you got, right? Nobody got time to go to the store again. Usually I would eat it bun free, right? If I really want to be like super strict and super lean and super clean, I would just wrap it around the lettuce. But most of the time, keeping it real, I will have one bun. So I do like an open-faced burger, I guess they would say, right? So I do one bun, and usually it's the bottom bun because it's thinner than the top one. Because one bun is like 130 calories. So half of that, you know, 65, I can give a little, 65 calories, right? So I put my burger, usually like the cheese side down. So there's that. And then what I do is put some onions. And then if I have my tomato, I put it on too first. I do my condiments last. I don't know why, I just do. And then I put a pineapple. So it's gonna be like really big and crazy, but it's so delicious, trust me. And then I'm going to add pickles. Love pickles. So I just do about 3 or 4. I love pickles, so I'll do 4 this time. So kind of just spread them around. Can you see? Whoops, is that better? There. So there's that. And then here comes the condiments. So like I said, I do a little bit of ketchup. Let's see. And I do a lot of mustard because mustard has like no calories and no fat and lots of taste. And I hate that. I already shook it up too. So there's that. And then relish. Sometimes I'll put it on, sometimes I won't. Depends. But today I kind of will, just for the purpose of the video. So just like a little, just to have enough taste. Whoops. And what I do is I'm going to take a big leaf of the iceberg lettuce and I'm going to rinse it. So like literally, I hope I can show you, yeah. So like a big piece like that. And I'm going to rinse it. And I'm just like kind of wiping it dry with a paper towel because I don't like wet lettuce. Like, who likes wet lettuce, right? And then what I do is I kind of like take my burger and place my lettuce here. Hope you can see because I'm like totally blind. So then I just put it at the end, kind of like rip off this crust because I don't like this hard crust and it's ugly. So then when I eat it, I just like wrap it like this. You know, like a little present, a burger present. Who doesn't like a burger present, right? I wrap it like this and then I just bite it and like, you know, things will ooze out, like all the sauces and like the condiments will ooze out and stuff will fall out. But this really helps hold everything in, you know, like your little lettuce wrap. Yeah, so then you just like take a big old bite out of it, which I will soon, and I'm going to eat it. So delicious. Trust me, it's like the best homemade lean burger recipe ever on YouTube. Thank you very much. But I'm gonna eat this right now. I'm so hungry.